Mornings I start off with green juice, and so this is going to be something that I add to my morning routine for this fat loss phase as well. And I really like this brand, this company, and their green juices because it actually tastes good. There's the macros for you guys, and I will use this to take my supplements. So I got my green juice. I just took my Adaptogen. And later on today, after my workout, I will take Quarter Block. Quarter Block is a non-stim fat burner, and obviously you guys know that the Anabolic is gonna be the natural testosterone booster. It's basically a men's vitamin with a lot of good things in it just to help support the production of testosterone naturally. So yeah, took those. This is kind of like my little morning routine. I might even mix up my little collagen greens drink. I also use, the Superfood Adaptogen blend, just because when your body's in a caloric deficit, you want to make sure that you're getting the right micronutrients in as well, just because, obviously you're adding a lot of stress to the body and you're not really giving your body enough food to function. So having things like this and some of the other supplements I'm using, like the Quarter Block, is really going to help minimize the stress, or at least the stress response that your body could have by being in a caloric deficit and training. You guys already know the shoes of choice. Gotta throw on the high top Nikes, especially when it's a leg day. Yeah, these are definitely my favorite shoes of all time. So, at least to wear at the gym. I don't know if they're like all time my favorite, but you guys get it. See, you gotta live well. Gotta make a little pit stop real quick and get a little L-carnitine. Yo, tell me why this is the fire. Like, that is crazy. Yeah, so I got the stuff. They had like 2 of these left just because L-carnitine is very, very popular. I got it in the powder form. I don't like taking capsule form, but L-carnitine is a great product, guys. So don't sleep on this stuff. It really does help your body metabolize fat a lot more efficiently, and also just the way that your body utilizes the fat that you consume as well. So you really only need this to get lean. Obviously, you guys take pre-workout. Caffeine kind of helps accelerate all of that as well. So definitely get you some L-carnitine. I got it from GNC. You can get it offline. The liquid form's obviously going to be the best, but we just going to add this to the pre-workout. And of course, today we are going with the Alpha Lion Superhuman Burn and Smurf juice. It just has a lot more, supplements and stuff in it that are going to help enhance the workout and obviously help me burn more fats. It's like a thermogenic, so it's gonna increase my body temperature, so I'm sweating. And yeah, we're gonna do 2 scoops of this with the L-carnitine, and it's leg day, like I told you guys earlier, so it's time to turn up. All right, guys, so you want to start off this leg day warming up. One of the best mobility stretches you can do is stretching your hip flexors. And so you want to start off with that. And then today I wanted to do a safety bar squat. It just kind of front loads the weight, so you're using a lot more core and it's a lot more quad focus. It's also a lot more challenging. Doing working sets today, so I kept it around 225 as far as the weight goes. It might be a little bit more because I think the bar actually weighs more than 45 pounds, but it felt pretty good. And then from there, I wanted to obviously keep the focus on the quads, so I did a dumbbell front box squat. That's kind of a lot to say, but obviously you want to keep the core engaged, the chest up. You're focused on controlling yourself down to the bench, and then you're going to explode up, squeezing the glutes, and you're really focusing on pushing with the forefoot. After that, one of my favorite movements is walking lunges, especially barbell walking lunges. For those of you who don't know, I can barbell walking lunge 315 pounds. My goal is to be able to walking lunge 405, but today we were doing more reps, so kept it at 135. Plus I didn't want to take all the plates outside, take them back inside. So yeah, it was like a lazy leg day, if you can consider any leg day lazy. And then after that, obviously we have to get the hamstring work in. So Lying hamstring curl is just the go-to here. Just focusing on repping out until failure and forcing a lot of blood flow to the hamstrings. Or the hamstrings to look like biceps when they're contracted, so that's the goal. Last but not least, you got to get some of that glute work in, that booty work. So I did some kettlebell swings with the heaviest kettlebell. And here you're really just focusing on that thrust. This is actually going to help you increase your lockout and your contractions on your squats and your deadlifts. And then I had to go to Planet Fitness to get my cardio in, because when you're in a fat loss phase, cardio is obviously very, very important. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end the video here. Obviously, you guys saw I just got done training legs. And so I got to go inside and get some glucose, do my favorite post-workout shake. If you guys want to know what I eat in a day, you guys can go check it out on a previous video, because I think I've posted a few, actually. One of them might be a short, the other one might be like a full video. But, and then just to kind of let you guys know what I'm doing. So this whole fat loss phase or whatever really has a lot more to do with the fact that the only area in coaching, like personal training, that I feel like I don't know or I'm inexperienced with is competition prep. So getting somebody dialed in, conditioned, and super, super lean, you know, like single digit body fat percentage. And, you know, so that way they can actually compete and do like a bodybuilding or a bikini type show, right? So I want to experiment with myself first. It's something I've always done ever since I've been into health and fitness. I always really try to go through the process or the experience myself first before I recommend it to other people, because I want to be able to actually give people the correct guidance, accountability, and direction and discipline that it's going to take to actually achieve the goal, whatever the goal might be, right? So I'm trying to get completely shredded. It's also going to be good for me mentally, because every year I tend to get off track, usually around November when it's, you know, around Thanksgiving time and whatnot. And I usually stay off track for probably like anywhere from 4 to 6 months or something like that. This time around, I just want to really make sure I'm prioritizing my health, taking care of my body. And so I want to completely strip every ounce of fat, if possible, off of my body, and then do a reverse diet, bring my calories slowly back up to maintenance, and then I'll probably just hang out around maintenance for a long period of time until maybe like this fall or something, when I will, you know, obviously decide to go into increasing my lean muscle, that type of phase. And so, you know, I'm pretty much starting out with like 2,800 to 3,000 calories. As I start to get a little bit deeper into this fat loss phase, I will start incorporating refeed days again. Currently, I'm not doing any refeed days because the scale keeps moving in the right direction. You guys saw what I weighed this morning. And something that you guys really want to pay attention to is like the scale. You know, like I know that most people tell you not to pay attention to the scale, but when you have a goal in mind and you're trying to be specific about, you know, reaching that goal, you have to track. You know, obviously this data is important. So when it comes to tracking your macronutrients, your weight, the inches of your body and whatnot, all that stuff is important, because that's going to show what kind of progress you're making. So realistically, I'm probably going to continue to stick this out as my weight continues to decrease and I start to visually see, you know, the fat coming off of my body. I'll start, like I said, incorporating refeed days. And then usually what happens is when you start to see the scale actually stop moving, that's when you actually want to take away calories, most of the time in carbs. And yes, you might be feeling a little bit weak, you know, a little off, a little weird sometimes energetically, but that's why you give yourself a refeed day, so you can maintain your health throughout the whole entire process, the whole entire journey. But anyways, guys, I'm happy to be sharing, you know, this whole experience with you guys. Once again, you guys do know that I do offer one-on-one coaching. I can coach in every other area, especially nutrition. So definitely reach out and help me out with that. And we can help each other out, you know, is what I meant to say. Because, you know, obviously this channel is about us getting better together. Like I said, I really do have some great news. I can't release it yet. I'm probably going to release it the day of. It's just a big announcement that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So be on the lookout for that. Obviously, if you guys like the video, I really, really do appreciate all of you that come in and watch my channel, like the video, dropping comments and whatnot, engaging everything, because, you know, I really do want to make a lifestyle out of this. You know, I think that, you know, we get in this mentality of that we have to work hard or work like a 9-to-5 job and do things that we don't like to be able to get some, you know, to the places that we want to be, whether it's financially or even as far as status goes and whatnot. Ultimately, everything comes down to our happiness. But you really just need to be doing things that you love, right? You know, make yourself a priority, and everyone and everything will be a byproduct of that. You know, I had a great conversation the other day with somebody. It was actually my barber when I was getting my hair cut. And he was talking about he wants to retire when he's 35. And then he asked me the same question. He's like, when do you want to retire, Austin? I was like, never. And he's like, what? Why? I was like, because that's society's standard of what you're supposed to do. I was like, if I love what I do and I'm that passionate about it day in and day out, why would I ever retire? You know, I'll take it to my grave, right? In this lifetime, you know, like I just want to impact as many people as possible. And when you're doing something that you love, it's, if anything, it's just fun from that point. You know, it's really about figuring how to be more efficient and reach more people. So I don't plan on retiring. You know, I hope that if I make it to 100 years old, I still want to be 100 years old, you know, maybe even talking on YouTube or doing something as far as speaking or volunteer work, you know, or personal training, you know, that way I can continue to help others that, you know, are kind of, you know, coming along or want to kind of take on that same journey. And I think that's what's important. And that's what's in alignment with me. So yeah, this journey never ends. And so, you know, that's why gratitude is so huge. I talked about that on my story too, because it really is just one of those things that when you focus on gratitude, you realize what you have, and you also realize what you want and where you want to go, and then you go get it, and nobody can stop you but you. So I just hope and I pray that you guys really work for what you want. And once again, it doesn't mean that you have to work hard or, you know, kind of like run yourself into the ground. You need to be able to check in with yourself, make sure that you're spending time with yourself, meditating and building your self-awareness, but continue to put one foot in front of the other, guys, because, you know, whatever you guys want to create in your life is attainable. You just have to actually you just have to actually do it. You have to execute. It has to be a balance of action and patience. And you know, like when you have that balance and you're in alignment, you're going to be able to manifest really anything you want. That's why God gave us willpower, because we are able to co-create our lives and really get anything that we want as long as we put our mind to it and we continue to get better by the day, right? Just creating better daily habits, etc. But anyways, yeah, guys, that's all I have for you. Drop a comment below if you guys, you know, have anything to say or have any video requests. Like I said, I'm going to be, you know, documenting this series just because I feel like it's just cool to be able to not only do it for myself, but show you guys kind of like what I do and kind of let you get to know me a little bit better. Obviously, make sure you're subscribed, click that bell notification, and I'll see you guys in the next video.